this is going to be a video that we're going to actually catch up on what it's been like to resettle into life in Barbados and what it was like for the children in their departure from California. It's been lots of excitement that we've had in being back here on island. It's been, what, three weeks now that we have been back. So, yeah, it's been fun resettling into home here. And we had promised in our last video, with just Lisa and I, that we would give you a little bit of an overview of what it's been like resettling in here. So, what was one of the first goals, guys, kids, that you had when we were in Boston, leaving? And I got this shirt in Boston. I don't know that I'm wicked smart, but that's a Boston saying. And how do you say it, Preston?
Wicked smart.
Do you have one of these shirts too?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got them. We should have been twinsies for the video if we would have planned, but we didn't. What was one of the things you were like crazy excited about having happen when you landed? What were you guys pushing mommy and daddy for?
No.
Who's Nala?
Her dog.
Her dog, right? Kira, was that like one of the highlights of coming back?
Yeah, we wanted to get her the day of, but the fact that it wasn't going to be able to happen because we had to move everything back in.
Mm-hmm.
I think the two goals were Shafet and Nala.
Yeah.
As soon as we got back.
Yeah, and Nala, they were literally ready for us to land and then go get her on the airport ride back home. And we were like, we have to kind of get our home resettled in. We don't want to get her picked up and then, not have her be able to be a part of things when we were going through some.
Because the gate was going to be open, moving everything back in, and we didn't want her to run out or anything.
And a lot of you have asked where was Nala while we were gone, and we had family friends that had 3 other dogs, so she kind of just fit right in, and they watched her for us for the year that we were gone.
Yeah, Nala was living her best life. She was having a great old time, and she's back to settling in here and having a good time here being back. But she was having a fantastic time. Has it been fun, Preston, having her back home and having a dog again? Yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite part of having Nala? Feeding her, cleaning up poop?
No, I don't think. I feed her though and give her water.
It's good.
Clean her bowls.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Kira? What's been your favorite part of having her back?
I like everything. She just brings so much happiness here. Cause she's just really funny and she's really sweet. I like it all.
She is. She's a rescue dog. For those of you who don't know, you can take a look at the actual video of when we got her. When they told me we were going to a library to get some books at the RSPCA, because the RSPCA in Barbados has an amazing book collection. So that's what I thought we were doing, and next thing I knew, we came home. They tricked me.
Yeah, right.
He was well aware.
I was well aware. Fair
and
enough.
he was very excited.
Kira, for you, California, you made some great friends. You did some incredible things in gymnastics over the past year. What was it like for you to leave California?
Well, I was sad that I had to leave my friends, but once I left them, then I got really excited to come back. Cause I was excited to come back, but I wasn't as excited as when we were coming back. Cause I didn't want to leave them, but now that once I left them, it made it easier. Cause then I was and I text them every day because we always communicate with each other, so it's fun.
Kira, I don't know about any of you adults, but Kira is actually connected to her friend's parents, and she catches us up on what's going on with mom and dad of some of her friends, and she's like, oh yeah, I was messaging so-and-so. And we're thinking, we didn't really do that in our day, but she does that, and then we realize some of your friends have done that to dad and mom. They've messaged when they were going through. So that's been pretty cool. Even though we're far in distance, in this day and age of technology that we live in, and we experience this while we're away also, we could stay really close, stay connected, be able to, FaceTime, video, see all the people and really stay connected. And then when we're in person, we always make it a point to invest in the relationships and spend time and catch people in real life. I'm looking over here because we have some notes over here. We usually have those in front of us.
We're trying to keep this concise.
Yes, to kind of keep us on track. Preston, for you, what was it like leaving California?
I was excited.
Mm-hmm. That was basically it.
Yeah.
He's been pretty excited to head out of California.
Ever since we got to California, he was like counting down coming back.
And
You made some good friends.
you made some really
He
good
did
friends
make
there.
a lot.
You did make some really amazing friends there, and
Some good soccer,
yeah, got
football skills.
really had some good development there. Really got to continue on his track of playing drums and whatnot. But here, you were ready to come back, right? Okay. So since coming back, what's it been like, Mom? Like settling back into the home. What was resettling process? like?
Settling in was a process for sure. We had gone, so friends of ours, during when we realized that our stint back was going to be much longer than we initially anticipated. So leaving here, we packed some carry-ons and we went to California hoping it was going to be about 3 to 4 months, and then realized, okay, this treatment plan is a lot longer than that. So we had a few friends of ours, families that came in, packed up our entire house for us, so Darren didn't have to come back in the middle of my chemo to do that. They stored some things for us. So moving back in, we got all of our stuff, and we went through every single box, which was a process, but it was a good opportunity to purge and donate. So coming back into the house, we don't have a bunch of extra stuff. So it feels actually really good. And then we're starting anew with, school starting this week, new school supplies and all of that. So it feels really, really good to come back, settle in, and finally the house looks like a house.
Yeah, part of settling in was not just packing more stuff in here. It was actually a function. It's very cleansing and freeing, which, I mean, honestly, this whole past 13, 14 months has been, it was actually a function more of, hey, what are we letting go of? What are things that we have that can go to somebody else, that, that can benefit others? Kids' clothes, right? We even had
Clearly,
clothes.
you've seen these kids have grown.
Kids have grown,
since
as
we
you can
left.
tell.
I
now
don't
seeing
fit
them.
into any of
She
my
doesn't
clothes.
fit in.
All the clothes
all-
that we had here got donated, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
All the clothes that we had there, we had clothes as adults. And we're like, okay, do we really need these? Let's work on getting some of this transition taking place.
What are we working on, Daddy?
What are we working on, Kira?
Unpacking everything.
What seems to happen with like every suitcase that we open?
It's mommy's.
It's mommy's stuff. Final suitcase from this batch.
What's the game we're playing?
Is it mommy's? Is it mostly mommy's? Because there's a blend, but mommy's been winning,
donating.
shall we say?
Mommy has been winning for sure.
The past few. So get rid of your stuff, people. This is a good lesson in accumulation. This is a nice blend. So we got some of Kira's stuff. All right, we got a little bit of Dad's stuff. All right, we can work with
And what are we
this.
doing with all of Kira and Preston's stuff?
Well, they've grown, what, 2 to 3 inches each a piece in the past year and a half. So a lot of folks are going to be getting some good stuff.
Yeah.
We've already talked to
Got
some
lots
people
of donate.
working to get it donated.
Donate here.
Yeah.
Donate here.
Since being back on island, we actually made a list since we were back on island of like some of our favorite places. So each of us made a list, and we put 3 of our things that we would love to do. Okay, and the goal was not that each person was going to get to do all 3. The goal was that each person got to do 1. Thankfully, on that list, there was overlap between all of us on a lot of items. So we've gotten to really get to go to some of our favorite places. We're going to start with the kiddos. What was a big one that we got to do this past
When the list
weekend?
was the first 2 weeks back before school started.
Before school started.
So
Yes,
there was
it's that.
a list of what we wanted, because we wanted to explore everything again, but
Yeah.
this was a short list of
The-
where do we want to go initially.
initially, and by the time you're watching this, I will be in California for a brief stint. I'm making a surprise trek out there to see my mom for her 70th birthday. So it's going to be really, really fun journey. By the time that you are actually seeing this,
You'll be on your way back.
I'll be on my way back. That's right. Preston, where did you get to go this weekend?
Boatyard!
What is the boatyard? Is it a yard where there's like boats and you like get to clean them? What are massive big fish there that look like they're gonna eat you in the water
They're
there.
called tarpon. Yeah, they don't.
Do
have
they
teeth.
eat you?
No, they don't eat you,
Oh,
but they don't have teeth.
they might have teeth.
Right? The Boatyard said they didn't.
They don't have. They're not gonna bug you. We love looking at them, but they're really
They're
big fish.
huge.
That
They
some of
look
them,
intimidating.
they look intimidating, but they're actually pretty cool to swim with and kind of go through. Some of them can be 4 or 5 feet long.
Yeah, they're very big.
They're very, very big, but they're just kind of swimming around, floating around under the dock. There's a lot of fun. Some of the activities at the Boatyard got taken out with Hurricane Beryl. So for those of you that don't know, our friends that are not from the Caribbean that are watching, Beryl swept through here in July and really did some serious damage to the island, and it wasn't even a direct hit. So the Boatyard, they've got some things that they're still working through and getting back together. But for
They're
those,
adding stuff.
Yeah.
Slowly getting stuff back.
and in the Boatyard is what we like to call a really fun lime. A lime is just a hang, right? It's not a fruit. It's just a hang. It's just a chill, and we were able to get together and connect with some of our really good friends that had come back to Island within the past week. Everybody's coming back to Island. August is a month in Barbados where a lot of folks are just off island. It's very, very quiet here. So we were able to get together, get the parents together, the kids together. And interestingly enough, it's a fantastic value. We feel like it's 240 Barbados dollars for the whole family. So that's 120 US. And there's a good chunk of that amount that is food credit. And it also goes towards, you have an umbrella, you have chairs, and they have very nice umbrellas. The water, the access that you have there to the water, it's anybody can go in the water where it's at, but you can't go on the trampolines, you can't go on the rope swings, all the stuff that they have there and going through. But the fun part is even if it's hot outside, in the pier, you can kind of hide out right under the pier, so you can be in the water, which was really hot this weekend.
Yeah,
It
felt like
kind
a
of
hot tub.
felt like a hot tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being out there, but you can be in it and be shaded so you're not taking the direct sun. It's a fun place, fun vibe. It's a place that is really fun for us as families to go through and to kind of hang out.
And they also include the snorkel.
That's right.
So
There's
you
also
get a
we forget
snorkel
about this.
tour as well.
Yeah, so for
If you
that
choose to.
120 US dollars for a family of 4 with our size, yeah, there's a snorkel tour with turtles and one shipwreck that you can do if you want. We don't tend to do that.
Sometimes we do something.
Yeah,
Because
we
don't
rarely.
have friends.
Yeah, we rarely do it. And if we want to go out and see turtles and shipwrecks, we end up paddling out or doing our own thing, kind of get out there. So Boatyard was a lot of fun. Kira, what are some of the other places that we've gone that we've had a blast at?
We went to Animal Flower Cave. That was really fun, and we got all the good food that we love and that we've missed.
Such as?
Well, you guys like the breadfruit tacos.
So
Yes, Breadfruit,
Breadfruit
tacos are
jerk
so
chicken
good.
tacos, or their breadfruit fish tacos. They actually make the taco shells out of breadfruit. So good.
So good.
Yeah. And then we went to Pebbles with some of our really good friends.
What do we have to eat at Pebbles since we're talking about food?
Oh, Cuz fish cutters.
Uh-huh.
Those
Cuz
are
fish
so
cutters.
good.
We got
I
Yeah,
had
I
two.
can do
I
that.
had 2 in a day, a single and a double.
You see her? She's growing fins. She's having her fish
They're
cutters.
so good.
So good. Yeah. So yeah, we were at Pebbles, which is on the southern end of Carlisle Bay, kind of closer to where the Hilton Hotel is at and whatnot. But it's a fun beach, fun place to kind of lime and chill and swim, and we did a bit of that and had a really nice hang with some of our friends as well, getting to catch up, chasing sunsets. That's one of our things that we're back to doing. So for those of you in business or in thinking of this from a professional lens, in my world and in my work, you hear KPIs, key performance indicators. And for us as a family, we have a family KPI of dinners per week that we have and how many sunsets that we could see together as a family, and kind of going through that. Sometimes it's just in the backyard having dinner together, but that tends to tell us where the quality and where the focus of life is. And if we've had too many days or too many weeks going by where we haven't gotten to do those together. We haven't been able to sit down and have dinner together as a family. Maybe our priorities are a little out of focus.
And I feel like we do a really good job here. It's much easier here to have those sacred family dinners.
It's a big
because
focus.
activities in California while they're there, kids would be practicing
Till
till 8 o'clock at night, and so it's really hard to sit down and have a family dinner all together. Usually, one person is missing,
Yeah,
or one
latest
of
we're
us
at,
is off.
latest we're at now is like 7, so we could have dinner ready and be having dinner at 7:30 on the late days. But many days we're together by 7, doing that, and
we cherish those.
and we cherish those.
times.
And for you parents out there, I think I might have shared this here before, but if not, if you think about it, this is from North America. Some studies have shown that about 90% of the time that we'll spend with our children are in the first 18 years of their life. Because oftentimes it's not that you won't see your children and be with them and doing different things, but it's this whole function of as they get older, they might be doing more of their own things. They might be living away, doing these things. You see them, you talk. You're not under the same roof. So this time is really, really sacred, you know? If you think of it, 10 years, 365 days, it's only 3,650 days in a 10-year period, you know? And you're not going to have every one of those days. So we've chosen to really try to zoom in on some of those pieces and make that a priority. And maybe we're trading off some other stuff, but you know what? In the long haul, for our building of focus and energy, that seems to be what makes sense. Any of our other favorite food spots, Preston, that we've gotten to?
That's Preston.
That's
too.
Preston, Mr. Food Man. What was your favorite bakery that you hit in Speightstown?
PRC.
PRC? Was that a thumbs up?
What do you get there, Preston?
I get salt bread. We got this vanilla cake thingy. That was really good.
Pound cake. Vanilla cake thingy.
Cake thing.
I don't know.
Go order that when you go there. Can I get the
Can I
vanilla
have a
cake
vanilla
thingy
cake
that Preston likes? I don't know. They're going to know what it is.
What's your favorite cake?
Horseshoe or jam puff.
Or sure, jam puffs are really good there
They're
too.
so good.
They're really good. What's one of our favorite staples that we end up at a lot of Sundays to start the week? Our favorite place?
Just grilling.
JG. Just
Just grilling.
What do you get at Just Grilling?
I get a burger and fries, a burger special,
Burger special. That's what it is. And that's how you have to order it.
and pineapple juice.
That's it. That's it.
And what about your pizza spot?
What was your pizza spot?
Zacchio's?
Zacchio.
Zacchio's and fire bread oven.
Oh, we're getting some of our spots and going through. And I think from a health and wellness standpoint for Lisa, with some of the dietary changes that have been made over the course of the past year, how you feeling about your options here and your overall health and
It's
wellness?
good to get a lot of natural, we can get fruits, vegetables, really good fish. You know, so the change that I made, we didn't eat a lot of beef to begin with, but cut out beef after my diagnosis, cut out chicken for the most part. So really focusing on fish and lots of veggies.
And just to be completely clear here, one of the things that those decisions were made on was because we were working very closely with a nutritionist, and for Lisa's type of breast cancer, those types of meat could have actually accelerated her type of cancer. That might not be true in every single situation and kind of going through. So just in working very closely with her nutritionist that was very, very dialed into her blood work and a lot of different areas, those were some of the pieces that revealed that didn't make sense for her to continue with certain food types. And in other forms, it might actually make sense.
Yeah, and one thing that I did learn across all cancers is how terrible processed meats are. So even we used to get turkey, deli turkey for the kids' lunches, and just cutting out that altogether because those are really not good for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was
Just a lot of the
easy
chemicals,
swap, but
preservatives. Yeah,
and
exactly.
alcohol.
Yeah.
And no rum punches.
Lisa's joined me in the no drinking.
I haven't had
world.
a drink since my diagnosis, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So we will transition back to wrapping up. We're preparing for school. School is starting this week. These guys,
Tomorrow.
these guys had last summer was not much of a summer. Mom got diagnosed.
We had like
To
5
California.
weeks.
You had maybe 5 weeks. And we took like a 4-day trip somewhere, and that was their summer track right before chemo started, and we were amidst a lot of things. This summer,
We had quite a summer.
we're ready to get him back to school.
Yes, please.
Right? Yes,
Yes,
please. Ready to send him back. Ready to send him back.
Well, Kira's
So the Preston.
Oh my gosh.
So
Play
this unfortunately Preston found in one of the boxes
Yes.
before we found it.
Hey,
So we have been serenaded.
if you know, you know.
What did the teacher call it?
His music teacher said, "We're going to be doing things with recorder. Some people call it the devil's flute. I assure you, it's not the devil's flute." That's what he said. Many of your parents have told me that. He goes, "I'm going to make the children play it beautifully, and there's beautiful things they're going through." So
Unfortunately,
we're
still
working
on that
towards that.
aspect.
Yeah, Preston
What?
needs to do a little
Press
bit
is
more
crushing
practice.
it on the drums, though. He's crushing it.
I
on
can
the
play
drums.
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Correct. You can play Mary Had a
I might have some clips I can throw in. He
Like
plays
Mary
it
had a-
all
Mary
hours of
had a
the day.
little lamb. Sometimes Mary had a big lamb.
A squeaky lamb.
Sometimes Mary had a squeaky lamb.
Sometimes it sounds like the lamb is.
Yeah, exactly. What was it like for you when you got to your school, secondary, got to
She's
see
moving
some of
to
your friends?
secondary, which
She's
is a
moving
big
on to
deal.
secondary, Form 1. What was that like for you, Kira?
It was nice. I liked it. It's just like I'm used to because I was in middle school when we were in the U.S. So now like it's so much bigger there than here. Like I don't actually realize how much bigger it is. Like here, it's like there's like 100 people in the whole school, so it's like much smaller. But it's gonna be better because then like the teachers will be able to focus on you more. Because here there's 18 people in Form 1, like in a grade. There it's like 100 people in a grade, or like because there's like 25 people like per class, and there's 7 classes, but you get different people every class, so it's like it's crazy. But I'm excited to go to secondary.
What did you teach everybody first day?
Yeah, what did you get to teach
nobody knew how to do their lockers, and I knew how to do my locker because I had to do my locker for a year in the U.S.
Yeah.
So I taught everybody. My friend put her lock on. She locked it on backwards, so I had to open it up. Like the locks, like the way to turn it, it was flipped over on the locker, and it was locked. So I had to unlock it when it was backwards.
It's been a pretty cool journey because last year when she was thrown into 7th grade, starting a new school that she didn't want to be at necessarily at the time, which it did work out.
Yeah,
It ended up being great, but those first few days, she was learning the locker pieces. That was a rough start last year. It was
because I had never used the locker in my life.
She didn't know anybody. It was had to go through and do that and going through the locker. So the first day of school was a little wild. A lot of frustration, some challenges, and kind of going through that. And now she's the pro, and now she's the teacher, and a lot of her friends that were here, like they were getting ready to panic on the first day. Kira was sitting there.
My God,
you didn't even get into your locker, right?
I opened my locker like once, and everybody's just handing me all these papers, telling me all of their locker codes. Just like here, this is my locker code, and
How
I'm
do
like,
I do this?
hold on, I need to go from this person to this person because they have to like. Because they're all, and then I have to show like every single person how to open their locker because they have no idea. But it's fun. I like it.
P Scoot, how about you? How's it feeling? Getting ready to go to school?
Good. I'm excited.
You're excited?
What are you excited for?
What's one thing that you're excited? You're excited for seeing your friends, and it's been super cool. We've had a lot of reunions since we've been back.
Yeah.
That has been amazing.
Amazing.
Getting to see the adult friends that we have, the kids getting reunited with some of their really close friends here.
We've had a lot of extra long hugs.
Yeah, and secondary hugs after that, and many have commented, feels like you guys have just been out for a little bit longer. but it feels like we're back to the vibes that we like, the family vibes that we like, the bonds that we've had and going through, and it's really felt amazing.
And that's how
Yeah,
it feels
do that.
for us as well. It
That's
feels
exactly how
like
it feels. Like
we're back home and we were just gone for
a little bit longer.
a delayed trip that kept getting delayed and delayed.
A little
But
bit
it
longer.
feels so good to be back.
So we will leave you with that. We're very, very happy to be home. Again, we're incredibly thankful for the experience that we had in California, for all of our friends and family in California, for all of our loved ones that we have out there. We're incredibly blessed for the experience of that, and we're always going to be back there. We're always going to be back there. And it feels right to be back in this environment.
It does. And what's nice through the process of settling back in, we've gotten connected with a couple organizations here to be able to give back to the community, which we definitely want to do. We want to get the kids more involved, ourselves more involved in helping, the local community. So we were connected with Living Waters, which was fantastic. The Red Cross, so just integrating more. We want to do some feeding of the homeless, and just I feel like we have such a serving heart after going through. That always has been a foundation, but after going through the last year, we just want to. We receive so much love that we want to give it back to others.
Yeah, and it's going to be continuing to broaden our horizons on what are the things that are out there where help is needed. On that note, if you're watching this, you're here in Barbados, and you're aware of things that we should be aware of, that we should be getting involved in, go ahead and send us a private message. Let us know, or drop some perspective in the comments. And going through, we're aware of a few things. We're already in the process of getting involved in more and more, and we're sharing more and more about that journey in the weeks and months ahead in different pieces that we're getting involved in here. But let us know what we should be knowing about and what we should be considering. We'd love to do that. Living Waters, if you're visiting or if you don't know about them, word is they have incredible curry
Thursdays.
on Thursdays.
Yes. We heard that from multiple people.
Multiple people have said that. We weren't there on a Thursday, and when I'm back, which I will be by the time you're seeing this video, I'm kind of thinking we need to get some curry on Thursdays from them. Chicken, chana.
Yeah.
I think they have a whole host of stuff.
Yep.
It looks fantastic. So we're looking
We'll
forward
take you
to that. We'll take you along, and we'll share what that experience is like. They're doing some great stuff in the community.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for some bloopers.
That's right.
So the kids, we tend to record without the kids.
We have a microphone
much
here.
faster.
Preston was wearing the microphone.
And me.
And Kira was wearing the microphone. We'll leave it right there.
Yes.
And you can see what that journey was like.
Turn the volume down.
It'll be equivalent to this. All right.
Oh yeah. Also, always order the chicken curry pasty and coffee bean. It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Chicken curry pasty, coffee bean. You were right. It is. Right?
If you have any food questions,
He's
ask
your man.
Preston.
He's going to start a food blog
Yeah.
at some point. So,
Yeah.
on that
Cooking
note,
videos.
all right. On that note, we'll catch you later. Take
Bye.
care.
Watching.
Thanks for watching.
Jesus, please help
Don't
me.
listen to my sister.
really
She's
need
so
help.
annoying. These mics sound so good. I need to listen to this video. Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing the mic today.
Preston
Oh,
needs serious
I don't think that's a
help.
good idea.
Jesus, please come help him.
Why? Yeah, guys. ChatGPT. I wonder how loud that actually was.